welcome to the channel. I'm Kay. Today I'm in my political feelings, so let's talk about it. Donald Trump and JD Vance are like the high school jocks that started a rumor because they wanted to be more popular. Then when everybody found out that the rumor wasn't true, they were like, you're just mad because you didn't start it first. That's the situation that we have going on right now. Donald Trump and JD Vance are doubling down on Haitian immigrants stealing and eating people's pets. Let's take a look at what got this ball rolling and had everybody collectively going, who said that? Who started that? Who said that? Take a look at what Donald Trump said Tuesday night at the debate that got all of this started. Take a look.
What they have done to our country by allowing these millions and millions of people to come into our country, and look at what's happening to the towns all over the United States. And a lot of towns don't want to talk. It's not going to be Aurora or Springfield. A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame. As far as rallies are concerned, as far as the reason they go is...
Oh my God, this was so insane. Even Kamala Harris herself was laughing. Nobody had ever heard of such a thing. This sent social media into a frenzy. The memes started. People were laughing about it because nobody had ever heard of this. Like, where would Donald Trump get this from? Who would say such a thing? Donald Trump. That's who. He would say something like this. But after about 24 to 48 hours, it was not funny anymore because this had consequences. What Donald Trump said on the debate stage had an immediate effect on the city of Springfield, Ohio. A little bit of backstory about what started this all. On the dark web, Telegram, it was posted that Haitian immigrants were stealing people's pets and eating them. This quickly made its way to a Facebook group where a woman said that her neighbor's daughter's friend, yes, had her cat go missing, and she was frantically looking for this cat, checking kennels to see if anybody had seen this cat, and she finally found the cat near a home hanging from a tree where a Haitian immigrant lived. So that's how this all got started. That is how all of this got started. JD Vance, who is the sitting senator for the city of Ohio, came in and he doubled down on this. Take a look at what JD Vance had to say in regards to this rumor that him and Donald Trump got pushed out to mainstream media. Take a look at what JD Vance had to say.
Vance, what do you say to Haitian Americans and Haitian immigrants who say spreading false claims about them put their lives at risk?
Well, I don't think that no one has spread false claims. What they've said is that a small migrant community, 20,000, so it's big for the city of Springfield, but it's small compared to all Haitians in the United States of America, that small migrant community has caused a lot of problems. It's led to higher rates of communicable diseases. That's a verifiable fact.
Wait a minute. Did JD Vance just accuse migrants of spreading diseases? Let's keep going.
Led to higher home prices. That is a verifiable fact. So this influx has led to a lot of...
But you said that immigrants have eaten animals, and city officials have said that that's not true.
City officials have said that's not true. That's not actually accurate. What they said...
Springfield city manager said there's no evidence that immigrants are eating animals, and you have been saying, and Donald Trump just said on stage, that they are eating animals. I'm asking you... Yes, I'm asking you... what
Can you answer
go ahead.
Can you ask the question and then let me answer it?
Yes,
The
please.
city manager said there's no verifiable evidence. A lot of residents on the ground have said that there is. That just means the city manager, I think, isn't fully in touch with what's going on the ground there.
So city officials aren't in touch with what's going on the ground there. But JD Vance has been the senator for how long? And this is a subject that just happened to come up after the debate that Donald Trump lost. So before this debate, before Tuesday, there was no such reporting, and all of a sudden there's reporting city officials aren't aware of what's going on in their own city. Is that what he's going to go with? Let's keep going.
I've heard from many of my own constituents who have seen these things with their own eyes, who've seen these abductions with their own eyes, who've seen geese being taken out of local parks and slaughtered in front of their eyes. What do I think is a bigger problem? Insulting 20,000 people, or the fact that my constituents can't live a good life because Kamala Harris opened the border? I think it's Kamala Harris needs to do her job.
A lot of these Haitian
and make
immigrants
people
have
happier
moved
and healthier in this country.
A lot of Haitian immigrants.
So not only are Haitian immigrants taking people's pets, they're slaughtering geese out in the open for everybody to see, for everybody to record, yet we're not seeing any of this. So not only is JD Vance doubling down on the lie, he's adding to it. And it did not stop there. At the time of this questioning by this reporter, JD Vance had already known that this was not true. He'd already been told, Donald Trump has been told that this is not something that is happening. Please stop saying that because you're putting the lives of people in Springfield in danger. So knock it off. But that did not stop Donald Trump and JD Vance from doubling down on it. Here is a let's back up. On Thursday, there was a bomb threat that was called in, and the schools and there were federal buildings in Springfield, Ohio that had to be evacuated due to the bomb threats that were called in. Take a look at what Donald Trump said at his press conference on Friday, even after he heard about the bomb threat. This is what he said in the beginning of his press conference. Take a look at what he said.
Springfield, Ohio, 20,000 illegal Haitian migrants have descended upon a town of 58,000 people, destroying their way of life. They've destroyed the place. And people don't like to talk about it because even the town doesn't like to talk about it because it sounds so bad for the town. They live there. They're proud. They love the town. For years, it was a great place, safe, nice. Now they have 20,000, and I actually heard today it's 32,000. It's the new number.
What new number? This isn't even something that is actually happening. How is it that all of a sudden the town or the city of Springfield is being destroyed by immigrants? Let me remind you all, let me put it out there that these people are not here illegally. They are legal with work permits and everything. So I'm not really sure why Donald Trump and JD Vance, who is the senator of this town, JD Vance is the senator of Ohio, which means these people in this town are his constituents, and this is what him and Donald Trump are doing. But it didn't stop there. It gets so much better. Take a look at the follow-up question.
President, Springfield, Ohio is experiencing a migrant crisis. Will you
Yes.
do an event there to show the media what's actually happening, maybe a town hall?
Well, we could, and maybe we'll do that. Where are you from? That's good. Very good. They're doing a very good job. Yeah, that's very good. No, I will, maybe Springfield, maybe Aurora, maybe both. We'll go there. I can say this, we will do large deportations from Springfield, Ohio. Large deportations. We're going to get these people out. We're bringing them back to Venezuela. You know, he told Biden he's not accepting anybody back. They moved all their criminals. Not all of them, but the rest are moving in now. They emptied their jails in Venezuela, emptied their criminals, emptied the nests. They call them nests of bad people. They're all now in the United States, and they're now taking over cities. It's like an invasion from within. And we're going to have the largest deportation in the history of our country.
Did he just say nest? I mean, how racist can you be? I'm just trying to figure out, but not, let's go back to him saying that he's going to hold a press conference in Springfield, Ohio to prove exactly what. Those people are there legally. So you're going to deport people who are here legally? Is that what I'm hearing? In addition to that, if you know the backstory about Springfield, Ohio, they actually welcomed the immigrants because the population in Springfield had decreased dramatically. Look it up. Do your own research, as a lot of people like to say. This is something that actually happened. There was even an employer who came out and spoke highly of the Haitian people that work for him. He said that those were some of the best workers that he's ever had, and he wished that he had more workers like them. So the slander that Donald Trump and JD Vance are, this crusade they're going on to demonize these people, is absolutely disgusting. But it didn't stop there. Donald Trump was even asked about the bomb threat that was called in and how what he was saying contributed to that. Take a look at what he said.
Mayor of Springfield, Ohio, the police chief, the Republican governor of Ohio have all debunked this story about people eating pets. And now there are bomb threats at schools and kids being evacuated. Why do you still spread this false story?
The real threat is what's happening at our border, because you have thousands of people being killed by illegal migrants coming in and also dying. You have women dying as they come up. They're coming up in large groups. We call it a caravan. I think I came up with that name, but it's really what it is. 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 people. And you have large numbers of women being killed in those caravans coming up to this country. And then when they get here, they can go into the country and they end up being sex slaves and everything else. Those are your real problems, not the problem that you're talking about.
Okay, so let's unpack that. So Donald Trump said that there are large numbers of illegal people coming into this country, women specifically, in caravans, a term that he made up, good God, caravans who are being killed, and those women that are being killed get into the country and then they're used as sex slaves. This is somebody that is running to be the president of the United States. As a matter of fact, he was the president of the United States. This is somebody. I can't believe this is where we are. But people are still saying that they want to hear more from Kamala Harris. Are we for real right now? Like, are we serious right now? But this did not stop there. Here we are, fast forward to today. And the person that posted the original post from her Facebook group that said her neighbor's daughter's friend lost their cat, she debunked it all. She said none of it is true. Take a look at what the post said. It said the person behind the Facebook post that started this whole thing has admitted she never had any evidence and was peddling forth-hand claims, adding that she now regrets spreading the baseless rumors. So the person who got this all started is now saying that, guys, like, this isn't something that's true. Like, I'm sorry, this was not supposed to happen. XYZ, I regret it. But that did not stop JD Vance. JD Vance got on television and defended. Let's take a look at what JD Vance had to say.
Just once and for all, you again started this in part by saying that, at which Donald Trump repeated on the debate stage, that, and he didn't say anything about the policies that you're talking about. He just said Haitians are eating dogs and cats. Can you affirmatively say now that that is a rumor that has no basis with evidence?
Dana, the evidence is the first-hand account of my constituents who are telling me that this happened. And by the way, I've been trying to talk about the problems in Springfield for months, and the American media ignored it. There was a congressional hearing just last week of angel moms who lost children because Kamala Harris let criminal migrants into this country who then murdered their children. The American media totally ignored this stuff until...
So let's stop there for a second. JD Vance and the Republicans, Donald Trump, love to say that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are to blame for the open borders. But when Republicans had an opportunity to pass a bill, an immigration bill, Donald Trump told them, no, don't do it. It's not going to look good for me politically, but it'll look better for Joe Biden. So what do Republicans do? they killed the bill. A bill that was brought forth by their own colleague in the Senate. A Republican drafted the bill. And Donald Trump said, nope, don't want you guys to do anything with it. Let's wait. But they're blaming Kamala Harris and President Biden for the influx or the open borders, as they would like to call it. Let's keep going.
Until Donald Trump and I start talking about cat memes. If I have to, create stories so that the American media actually pays attention to the suffering of the American people.
Wait a minute. Did he just say if I have to create a story? Did I hear that correct? Did he just admit to creating a story? Okay.
People, then that's what I'm going to do, Dana, because you guys are completely letting Kamala Harris coast. You had one interview with her. You talk about pushing back against me, Dana. You didn't push back against the fact that she cast the deciding vote on the Inflation Reduction Act, which is why a lot of Americans can't afford food and housing.
You just said that
so you mad. You are upset because you think that the media is allowing Kamala Harris to get away with whatever and not hold her accountable. Kamala Harris isn't saying that immigrants are eating people's pets and slaughtering geese in the presence of the public. You guys are literally lighting your own campaign on fire and sending it up the river. So you're going to create a story because you're mad that Kamala Harris right now, you guys can't seem to find a way to hit her back in a way that would politically damage her. So you make up stories about immigrants. You fearmonger. Got it. Let's keep going.
That you're creating a story.
Public policy.
Sir, you just said that you're creating the story.
What's that, Dana?
You just said that this is a story that you created. So the eating dogs and cats thing is not accurate.
Dana, it comes from firsthand accounts from my constituents. I say that we're creating a story, meaning we're creating the American media focusing on it. I didn't create 20,000 illegal migrants coming into Springfield thanks to Kamala Harris's policies. Her policies did that, but yes, we created the actual focus that allowed the American media to talk about this story and the suffering caused by Kamala Harris's policies.
No. You are not going to get, no, JD, you are not going to get away with trying to spin that. You literally are saying that you guys created a story for the media to talk about. So was the focus to lie about a specific group of people to change the conversation? Because the only thing that is happening right now is that we see that you guys are liars. That you guys created a story targeting one specific group of people who's now afraid to send their children to school, who's now afraid to go to work, who has the Proud Boys marching into their city because of a lie that you and Donald Trump continues to push forward. So that's what we're doing right now. And it didn't stop there. Of course, Donald Trump and his cronies want to get in all the action. In addition to the pet and cat memes, and we know Donald Trump does not have any pets. He's like the only president that did not have a dog in the White House. And we know it's because Donald Trump's afraid of them. But he's not going to say that. That's another subject for another day. But take a look at what Tucker Carlson had to say in regards to Haitian immigrants eating pets. Take a look.
About people eating pets. And there were two levels on which to enjoy this. Well, the first one, I literally enjoyed it. People were like, I can't believe Donald Trump accused people of eating pets. I was like, I love him. It's just hilarious. Who would ever say that? They're eating all the pets. So great. Thank you, Donald Trump. That was awesome. Because first of all, it makes all the right people mad. Like anyone getting red in the face over pet eating. That's not true. That's never happened. No one's ever eaten a pet. Okay. You just outed yourself. You're a liar. So that's the first thing. The second thing is now we're talking about eating pets. And so now that we are, let me just count myself as opposed. Note that if PETA doesn't endorse Trump in the next 24 hours, they're totally fraudulent. I'm serious. People have run for president in this country since the 1780s. Has any presidential candidate ever taken an unequivocal stand against pet eating? None. PETA's been waiting its entire life for this, and they still won't endorse.
If cringe were a person, it would definitely be Tucker Carlson and JD Vance. Tucker Carlson is the cringiest person that I'm going to choose my words carefully here, but I don't find that funny. I think Tucker Carlson thinking that is funny is in line with who Tucker Carlson is. But this is something that other people can laugh about because their lives are not in danger. Their children's lives aren't in danger from a lie that was created from somebody on the dark web that led to a Facebook group that made its way to a candidate for president of the United States, repeating it on a debate stage with over 67 million people watching. This is insane. Again, to the people that are saying, well, I'm waiting to hear more from Kamala Harris. I need to get more information. Like, what more information do you need? We have a president that is openly lying because his campaign is going up in flames. Let's move on. Here are my final thoughts. There is no surprise that this would take off. Donald Trump, when he is losing or his back's against the wall, he resorts to fear-mongering, racism, hatred, and he traffics in conspiracy theories. This is what he does. And now he has a vice presidential pick who's running his running mate that is going to support and back his lies. But not only does he support and back his lies, but he's exasperating it and making it a whole lot worse. People's lives are at stake. You have, as I said before, the Proud Boys marching through this city. People are keeping their kids home from school, and they're now living in fear from a lie that started on the dark web. JD Vance and Donald Trump will not stop. They're not going to let up off of this. As we can see, they're going to continuously double down on it, even though they know that what they're saying isn't true and also puts an entire city in danger. Because this is not just going to affect the people, the Haitian immigrants. This is also going to affect businesses in Springfield. It's also going to make business owners afraid, people in their neighborhoods afraid. And this is what a potential president, somebody that's actually been president before. Donald Trump has been president before. I would say he knows better, but he doesn't. He thinks that it's okay to be racist. He thinks that it's okay to push conspiracy as long as it means he wins, or as long as it means he gains the attention of the media. Because in Donald Trump's case, he doesn't care if the news is positive or negative as long as he's actually making the news. Even if he has to create it, which is essentially what he did here. This story is heavy, and I really wish the city of Springfield all the best. Those people do not deserve to have this target on them, all created from a freaking lie. I am going, as always, to touch some grass. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you think, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.